What's going on, guys? This is Keegan and media guy Doug here from Punishers Paintball. Today we are doing an overview of the infamous Sicario Pro Jogger.
If you like this video, be sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment, let us know what you think about these joggers, and we'll catch you after the intro. Alright guys, so the new Sicario Pro Joggers from Infamous are just out. First, Keegan, let's take a look at the colors, overall look of them, the branding kind of stuff. Like, are these attractive? I personally think they look awesome.
Yeah, so
I think they look cool.
I actually purchased a pair of these solely because of the way they look.
Cool.
I got the Volt colorway rather than the gray. And
over for you.
Personally, green's my color, so obviously I love the joggers. I think that they look great, and the way they fit and conform to your leg, I honestly think that they look great on a person.
Sure.
And so overall, look and feel-wise, great.
They definitely follow the trend of how pants have kind of been evolving the last couple of years in paintball. Now it's kind of out of the ordinary to see somebody wearing those big, gigantic pants that were, I think, definitely. 2005. Like, that's one way to quickly date a player that's at the field. But yeah, I love Infamous's branding and how it's kind of evolved, and I love that they have it literally all over these pants. I think it's awesome. If we flatten this guy out, you can really see. It'll wrap around the leg. This will go all down the side of you on the outside. It's got a nice, this pocket here is definitely for your swab, right? Yeah, so you've got one of those on, you have one on each leg, which is great. Is there a back pocket here?
Unfortunately, there's not a actual back pocket.
Okay.
But personally, I actually like that feature. For being a paintball pant, I don't really like to have a back pocket. It's just it's unneeded, and you only really need a pocket on the back for or on the side for your squeegee.
Yeah, so I had a question about the Velcro patch here. It looks like you're supposed to stick something to it. Is that right?
Yeah, so originally when I first got the pants, I was just as confused as you were. So I did some digging. I found out the Infamous actually included this Velcro patch here so that you could put patches and other stuff like that is Velcro on there.
Gotcha.
if you want to. Of course, you don't have to, but it's there if you want it, which is nice.
Did they make like some of their own patches that can go on it?
Honestly, I'm not sure. They may have, but that's something that I didn't look into.
Gotcha. Cool. Well, hey, let's look at the other parts here. So looking at the front of them, the fly is not a zip fly or anything like that. However, there are zippers on the pockets, which I love.
Yes.
Dude, I love that.
Yes. So the thing with the pockets, there's a couple things that I have to note.
Okay. It's a deep pocket is what it is.
Yes, that's one of the things I was going to touch on. It is a very deep pocket. If you have your phone or anything in there while you're walking around or anything, it's not going anywhere.
Even if you don't zip it, like that's...
Yeah, even if you don't zip it, it's not going anywhere. It goes very deep into the leg.
Ready? So, here's how big my hand is. Oh, I gotta open the rest of the zipper. Get all of it, like...
Yeah.
That's... like
I mean, his fingertips are down to the reinforced patch.
Sheesh.
Which is a very deep pocket, which I actually enjoy because a lot of pants, they have a very shallow pocket. Stuff will just fall out of them.
I wonder if they did that with the intention of like if you need to stick an extra pod, because there's some pants that have that pod.
You definitely could fit a pod in there if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But the other thing that I have to mention, zippered pockets. Always been my favorite.
Yep.
My HK pants that I have on right now have zippered pockets. The one problem that I had with these zipper pockets, and it's really the only problem that I've seen with the pants so far, is the fact that the zipper will sometimes catch the material on the inside.
Okay.
Unfortunately. And it can be frustrating trying to unzip the pocket and it just catching that material and pulling it into the zipper. You kind of have to fish your fingers in there and dig it out.
That's good to know.
It doesn't ruin any of the pant or material. It just can be frustrating when it does happen.
Gotcha. So I guess next point, I want to talk about these drawstrings. These are thick boys. They're
thick, but they are very nice. That's one of the things that I noticed is they are just a nice drawstring. You don't see that with a lot of pants. A lot of pants, it's just kind of that like woven material.
That flimsy like shoestring kind of material.
Yeah, and those are very nice. I haven't had any problems with them coming undone or anything like that, which is common for me, honestly. And they stick together. The end pieces I haven't had any problems with that plastic fraying off, which is a big thing.
Good.
And then also the fact that they did their own branding down the string with it saying Pro DNA, like Infamous always does.
So, all that's really good. Can we talk about the material of the pants overall, then we'll go to the knees?
Yeah, okay. Definitely.
So, tell me about this material up here.
So, right here, you have a...
This is the front, by the way.
Yeah, this is the front, and then we have the back here. You kind of have a mix of two different materials for just the overall construction. First off, you have just the general mesh. It's not going to be the softest material, like it's not going to be like your normal jogger, but it is a very meshy, stretchy material, which is nice right in that crotch area.
It feels breathable too.
You can see in the B-roll there is no problem with me kneeling down, stretching down, anything like that.
Yeah.
So there's no problems with it being tight and causing you to not be able to maneuver how you should be able to. It's also a very breathable material, which I like. It's a very light material.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yep.
When I first put them on, I was honestly kind of worried about the construction and them possibly tearing on me. But I quickly realized that it's a very nice, strong material. It's just a really light material.
Did you play in them this past weekend?
I didn't get a chance to play in them yet, but I have done some drills and stuff in the backyard, diving, sliding, stuff like that,
Gotcha.
And didn't have any issues with them tearing or bunching up or anything.
Gotcha.
I forgot them, unfortunately.
That's okay.
I was going to play with them.
This weekend?
Yeah, this weekend I will. The other material that you have is for these patches, for like the pocket for the for your swab. It's I think it's honestly the same material as the reinforced knee.
Yeah, it feels like that same Kevlar-esque kind of tough material, which is good.
Yeah, and the nice thing about it is it's on the sides. It's kind of on your hip and stuff like that, where you're going to be sliding.
It's where you would slide, yeah.
And so you're not going to have any problems with that ripping the mesh material, as well as not going to have any problems with this pocket coming off.
Yeah.
It is double stitched, which is great. I've seen single stitching and I've seen them tear off, unfortunately, but Infamous did a great job on this. Again, everything's branded with Infamous, Pro, Sicario, stuff like that, which is great. I love it.
Well, tell me about the knees then. So the knees are, as we said, that kind of really tough, like Kevlar-esque material. I also see double stitching here going into the knee portion, both on top and on the bottom.
Yes, so all around, it's a double stitch material. The nice thing about it is that very strong material that you're not going to have ripping on you or anything like that. Mm-hmm. It's not going to provide you any protection. I'm just going to say that.
There's no pads.
Yeah, there is absolutely no padding. This is a very minimalistic, just bare bones pant that is going to be extremely light, but be able to hold up to different types of fields, etc. This knee portion isn't going to breathe quite as well because it has to be that reinforced material. So
it's not really supposed to, because you're wearing a knee pad anyway. So
yeah.
I think people are more worried about ventilation in here.
Correct. Correct. So it's not going to breathe, but it's going to not rip, which is the bigger issue you see with them.
Yeah.
And if you have a knee pad, I wear knee pads, and honestly, they feel great, and you're not going to have any problems with your knee digging in to anything if you do wear the knee pads. If not, you're going to have a different issue, but
you might get kind of busted up. But
yeah,
my next thing I want to go over is the elastic here.
Yeah. So the elastic, I honestly
nothing too crazy. I mean,
nothing crazy. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. It works. It honestly feels pretty good, and it's not digging into me when I wear them. The one thing that I would like to note. Normally, I wear a size medium in pants, or a 28-32. I actually had to step down to the size small as the mediums were a bit too long and a bit too thick on me.
Okay.
So that's just one of the things that I'd like to note is, hey, they do run a bit large, so you wear
a small pant. What's your height and weight?
I am 5'11" and 125 pounds.
All right. So next up, I want to talk about the ankles here. This
ankles,
cuffing here. I mean, this seems comfy to me. It seems like it's definitely not going anywhere.
No, not at all.
This is a good addition.
So the thing that I loved about it is the fact that they really tapered down into that perfect taper. It's not going to go from a real loose fitting into a cuff and going to be real baggy around your ankles. It just goes straight into a taper into the cuff, and it feels very good. It's not riding up on me, but at the same time it's not loose on me. Overall, great job. I love it.
These seem like a solid purchase. I mean,
I love them.
If I were in the market right now for joggers, I would consider them.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Do you think that there are going to be any problems posed by the color of the Volt?
This color?
Yeah, for tournament play.
Personally, no. I mean, fields, you're either going to be shooting yellow or pink paint. You're not going to be seeing this kind of neon green. If it was a fluorescent green or the color of the Pro DNA fly pack, then I could see that being an issue. But being just this bright green, I don't see it being an issue.
Cool. Well, overall, Keegan, I think these are pretty sweet. This is a nice little drop from Infamous.
Yeah, I personally love them. When I saw them, I fell in love with them, as I do with most of Infamous's products. And so I just had to pick up a pair. And if you guys want to pick up a pair, you definitely can at punisherspb.com.
We have a link in the bio for you to go through, make that real easy for you. No typing, no nothing. Just go ahead and click that. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, please drop a comment. Let us know what you think of these pants if you've been wearing them as well. Give us an opinion. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Find us on Facebook and Instagram. And we'll catch you in the next one.